So now that we've practiced forming the simple past, or the preterite as it's also known, the next thing is to start using it. So the first thing that I would like to look at is the use of pronouns and where they would actually fit into all of this. So let's take the verb to buy. What is that? Comprar. Now, how would you say I bought? Compré. The next step is to add in the pronoun. So we want to say I bought it. Can you guess how you would do that? Lo compré. You can see that there's no difference from the present tense. When you're going to conjugate into verbs, doesn't matter if it's in the simple past or in the present tense or in any other tense really, the pronoun is going to come up here before the verb. How would you say, I bought it yesterday? Lo compré ayer. Now, if we switch it around into the negative, we can express things like, I didn't buy it. So we have, I bought it, but switching it around, we have, I didn't buy it. How would you say that? No lo compré. I didn't buy it for her. No lo compré para ella. So it's important to remember those two sides. In the first one we have lo compré, I bought it, but no lo compré, I didn't buy it. Both of them are in the simple past or the preterite. Let's go on to another verb. What is to sell? Vender. How would you say I sold? Vendí. I sold it. Lo vendí. I didn't sell it. No lo vendí. As you can see, there's nothing really new here with pronouns. We have the same placement as what we're already used to with the present tense. What's the verb to visit? Visitar. I visited. Visité. I visited them this morning. Los visité esta mañana. We're assuming here that it's a mixed group or all males. Of course, it could also be las visité esta mañana. I visited them this morning. What's the verb to pay? Pagar. How would you say I paid? Pagué. From the drills before, some of you will already have noticed this slight irregularity in the spelling. So you might think that pagar would go to spelling like this. But in order to hold up the sound of this e or ge sound, it needs to add in a u here, or Spanish will add in a u into the spelling. You still have the same sound quality, that even sound quality throughout all the verbs. It's just that here the spelling is changed slightly to uphold that. How would you say I paid it? Lo pagué. If we want to add in something like I already paid it, well, the word for this, as we've already been through, is ya, and it always goes right at the front. So how would you say that? I already paid it. Ya lo pagué. Of course, you can also say it a lot faster. Ya lo pagué. How would you say I didn't pay it? No lo pagué. What's the verb to receive? Recibir. I received. Recibí. I received it yesterday. Lo recibí ayer. How would you say I didn't receive it? No lo recibí. Another word we looked at the end of level 5 was yet. Do you remember what that was? Todavía. So next up we have I didn't receive it yet. Now remember that the placement in Spanish will mimic the same thing as in English, so we'll put it right at the very end here. How would you say it? I didn't receive it yet. No lo recibí todavía. What's the verb to call? Llamar. I called. Llamé. I called you. Te llamé. I called you last night. Te llamé anoche. The verb to answer, or at least one of them, is contestar. We use this in the Activate modules from level 5. How would you say you answered? Contestaste. So we have contestar going to contestaste. What about you didn't answer? No contestaste. How would you say you didn't answer me? No me contestaste. I called you last night, but you didn't answer. Notice here that I've put me in brackets because Spanish will include this. They'll literally say, I called you last night, but you didn't answer me. How would you say it? Te llamé anoche, pero no me contestaste. Here we're using the simple past twice in one phrase. So first of all, I called you. You, I called. Te llamé. And then last night, anoche. But is pero. You didn't answer me. No me contestaste. What's the verb to eat? Comer. I ate. Comí. How would you say I already ate? Ya comí. They want to have dinner now, but I already ate. Quieren cenar ahora, pero ya comí. Let's go through a few more phrases. This next one is, I spoke with him, but he can't do it. So we'll break this down one piece at a time. First of all, what is I spoke? Hablé. I spoke with him. Hablé con él. But he can't do it. Pero no puede hacerlo. Let's put it all together. I spoke with him, but he can't do it. Hablé con él, pero no puede hacerlo. Let's try another. I already called her, and she doesn't know when it's going to be here. So, first of all, what is I called? Llamé. And the pronoun for to him or to her? Le. I called her. Le llamé. Literally, to her I called. Because we know that the verb llamar will typically take this pronoun of le. So, le llamé, I called her. What's the word for already? Ya. Now say, I already called her. Ya le llamé. She doesn't know when it's going to be here. This is all modal verb structure. No sabe cuándo va a estar aquí. Now let's put all those elements together. I already called her, but she doesn't know when it's going to be here. Ya le llamé, pero no sabe cuándo va a estar aquí. Remember that in the beginning, it's slow. So you have to relax and just build one block on top of the other when you come across these sentences where we are mixing different tenses of verbs. Let's continue with some more examples. I bought it for her, but she doesn't want it. So what's the verb to buy? Comprar. And how would you say I bought it? Lo compré. I bought it for her. Lo compré para ella. How would you say she doesn't want it? No lo quiere. Now let's put it together. I bought it for her, but she doesn't want it. Lo compré para ella, pero no lo quiere. To finish out, we'll run a little drill. So I've chosen a bunch of different verbs and a bunch of different angles. As always, take your time, think things out slowly. How would you say we swam in the pool today? Nadamos en la piscina hoy. I arrived yesterday. Llegué ayer. Did you receive the package this morning? The package is el paquete. ¿Recibiste el paquete esta mañana? They used it for the first time today. The first time would be por la primera vez. Lo usaron por la primera vez hoy. How would you say, we sold it last year? To express last year, it would be the last year, el año pasado. Lo vendimos el año pasado. I broke the window. Rompí la ventana. How would you ask, when did you discover this? ¿Cuándo descubriste esto? How did you discover this? ¿Cómo descubriste esto? What about, I already ordered it? Ya lo pedí. She crossed the road with us. Cruzó la calle con nosotros. We walked home. To express home in this sense, you will use a casa. Caminamos a casa. They didn't wait. No esperaron. She already copied it. Ya lo copió. Why did you accept it like that? ¿Por qué lo aceptaste así? Why did they cancel it? ¿Por qué lo cancelaron? We celebrated it yesterday. Lo celebramos ayer. He found it. Lo encontró. She went out with her friends. Salió con sus amigas. I didn't speak with him yesterday. No hablé con él ayer. We bought everything at the supermarket. Compramos todo en el supermercado. We already bought everything at the supermarket. Ya compramos todo en el supermercado. They called me last night. Me llamaron anoche. They helped me to find it. After the verb to help, you're going to throw in this pronoun of a. Me ayudaron a encontrarlo.